Thailand ranked as the second most dangerous country to drive in, and voice your opinion about the government to the government. Find out more on today's Good Morning Thailand. Hello, I'm Jay.
I am Maddie.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I actually had a lot of fun.
Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. This show is brought to you by Andamanda Water Park. I will be your host today. My name is Jay, and joining me are two lovely ladies. It's Natty Warisa.
Hello.
And of course, Sarah.
Hi.
Welcome to the show, everyone. We've got quite a little to talk about and a nice round table. Let's start off with today's hot topic, which is Thailand being ranked the second most dangerous country in the world for driving. Sarah, tell me more.
Yes, and this might not come to a surprise to you all actually, but according to the US-based Sutobi, a driver's educational website that annually measures road accidents throughout the globe, only South Africa is deemed to be a more dangerous place to drive than the Kingdom of Thailand, with the United States coming in the third place. Well, Thailand scored badly in 5 different categories. The categories include estimated road death rates, maximum motorway speed limits, seatbelt wearing rates, alcohol-related deaths, and blood alcohol concentration limits. This is actually surprising because the Ministry of Transport revealed that motorbikes did not cause the most accidents, and that most collisions that happened in 2020 and 2021 involved pickup trucks, which is 37% of all the accidents, followed by a category of private and public vehicles, which is 27%. Whereas the types of roads where 70% of most accidents happened are on a straight ahead roads without a slope. Meanwhile, the type of accidents that ranked the highest with 43% is from overturning on a skidding of straight ahead roads. And of course, the main cause of accident is from violation of speed limit, which accounts for 78% of all the cases. So what do you think? Is it a surprise?
Second? Yes. I thought it would be maybe top 5 or top 10. I was surprised that it's the second.
Yeah, same here. I was surprised about the ranking, the second place, but I guess they have their measures, like they have, how do you call it, like measurements?
Yeah.
What were those again?
So there was motorway speed limits, which we talked about yesterday.
Speeding is a problem.
Seat belt wearing rates, alcohol-related deaths, and blood alcohol concentration limits.
Well, yeah, if you use those as measurements, I can see why Thailand is probably one of the top 5. Yeah, the top 2 still it surprises me though.
Yeah. All right. Now talking about speeding and road accidents, where this leads us to our next story, which is actually regarding Boss Red Bull, as most people know him as. Now, Thailand's Red Bull Heir, who killed a police officer in a hit and run in 2012, is still wanted 10 years later. The grandson of billionaire Red Bull co-founder became a fugitive after speeding through the Thonglor area of Bangkok in his Ferrari, running over a police officer and dragging his body through the road, resulting in his death. Now, Boss still hasn't faced justice for the crime, which occurred 10 years ago, and as time goes on, his arrest warrants are expiring one by one because he apparently can't be found. He is outside of Thailand. Some people possibly think he's in Austria. Now, yesterday, the 4th out of 5 original charges filed against Boss expired. However, the heir is still wanted under one valid charge, which is reckless driving causing death. This carries up to 20 years of imprisonment, and the charge will expire on September the 3rd, 2027. So Thailand has just more than 5 years to track him down and arrest the Red Bull Heir if he is to be held accountable for the death of the police officer, Kun Wichian Glanpasert. In May this year, Thailand's Public Prosecution Committee unanimously agreed to kick ex-General Attorney, the previous prosecutor in the case, out of the civil service for choosing not to indict the Red Bull Heir a long time ago. The Red Bull Heir's whereabouts still remain to be unknown. There's only rumors as to where he currently resides. Some people think he's in Austria. He's been cited, but as long as the police don't find him and decide to bring him back to Thailand, he will not face justice. And many rumors going on. Allegedly, it's believed that after 2027, when his final warrant expires, maybe that's when he can freely return back to Thailand and not face any criminal, not face any justice or any criminal wrongdoing, which is absolutely ludicrous to think about.
I mean, is it a surprise though?
When you're that rich, you can survive in another country forever. I mean,
Exactly.
Is it a surprise? This is a long-going story, right?
Yeah.
We've discussed about Boss Red Bull and, how wrong this is and why is it taking the police to hunt them down, because even reporters have been able to find out his whereabouts, and they've published it that, hey, this guy is in Austria, for example. But yeah, apparently the police can't find him. And it's... maybe I'm oversimplifying the situation. Who depending on the laws of the countries, and if I know Natty's in here, can I just pick her up and bring her back to Thailand? I don't know, but this whole situation is just absolutely insane. I thought the police would do a stronger, a better job, because one of their own was killed during this road accident, and this former prosecutor didn't even indict Boss Repo and allowed Boss to basically escape the country. So who's to blame here? We don't know. But once again, you can find more information and updates on this topic on thetiger.com. As for now, if you've got a problem with the government and what the government does, you can voice your opinion online directly to the government. Natty.
Well, hold on, because it's if you want your voice to be heard in Thailand.
Okay.
And yes, but the Public Relations Department did launch a 15-minute survey called Foreigners' Awareness, Confidence in Important Government Policies, and Perceived Image of Thailand.
Wow.
The survey was put together and it was launched yesterday. I think we have a link down below if you want to go and share your opinions. But basically, it is for the government to gather the opinions and ideas of foreigners about a variety of topics concerning Thailand. But don't get too excited, though, because the questionnaire is only multiple choice and on topics that the government decide are important to Thailand and Thai tourism. So there are no right-in answers where people can actually rant and ramble about their particular pet peeves in the kingdom. Still, though, the government is hoping to see how effective its public relation campaigns are influencing people's opinions of Thailand and the government policies. And a lot of the survey focuses on what channels are effective for the government of Thailand to communicate with foreigners. For example, is YouTube good? Is Facebook good? Websites, radio, television? They also asked in the survey for the people who did the survey to consider Thailand or whether or not they consider Thailand a developed economy with a good standard of living and with good welfare support system for all. And the last few questions were more of a feel-good question where about whether those who responded to the survey felt like Thai people are hardworking and trustworthy, and whether or not Thailand is a special country which they feel connected to. Now, my favorite question, because I actually went on the questionnaire, was where they asked people to rate from a 1 to 5 scale, is Thailand a country that promotes democracy?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
One smart choice by the government was to make it multiple choice and no written
I agree.
answers. And so I think one of them, Nettie, you might have mentioned that how timely and accurate information how timely and accurate is information received from the government, which would have garnered some very colorful responses, I think, as well as questions on democracy. I think just looking at our viewers, they have very strong opinions on the democracy of Thailand. But I think smart choice by making it multiple choice. At least it'll give them a better idea of what people really think. At least they can decide, okay, this is very negative, this is very positive, let's improve on this. Hopefully something good comes out of this.
Yeah, I think it's an algorithm issue as well, because if it's a write-in, like how are you going to categorize everybody's complaints, because the rants are going to be very different. So they just focus on a couple of key points, right? And just tackle one thing at a time, or 3 things at a time, rather.
Yeah. Well, sorry, would you say it's a great move from the government to at least make the tourists and the foreigners living in Thailand, make them
Involved?
feel heard
Yeah, sure. I mean, they're smart, like you said, that they didn't, ask people to type in or give their opinion because that would be very interesting.
Yeah.
And they're going to get some very harsh truths.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's great. And if they can actually work on it and do something about it, then yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us know your feedback and comments because, yes, they are being monitored and will be addressed later on the show. For now, I'm going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we'll be addressing a poll we did yesterday, as well as talking about some topics around Thailand that include a snake in a mall.
Ooh.
That's right, find out more after the break. And welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Thailand. And I'd like to say this show is brought to you by Andamanda Water Park. That's right. Did you guys know that there's a 550-meter lazy river?
Oh, I
Really?
saw you in it, chilling in it.
Yeah, it's one of those big tubes and you just sit and do nothing. You just go around the entire...
Actually, never been there yet, so I'm very excited.
Have you been to any water park in Thailand?
Yes, I have.
Okay, well, guess what? They also have a 10,000 square meter wave pool. And the waves go up 3 meters high.
Wow, that's
And it's
tall.
perfect for the weather. Okay, not now
That's
because
right.
it's raining,
Yeah.
but like with the heat and the hotness of Thailand, yeah, water park is the
Yeah.
answer.
Exactly, and you too can enjoy the largest lazy pool in Asia at Andamanda Water Park in Phuket next time you visit there. Thank you very much. All right, I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank Kaina Payne. Kaina Payne, thank you very much for being a Thaiger member.
Thank you.
Yay.
We
Thank
appreciate your
you.
support. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let's now address a poll we did yesterday. Now, this is regarding safe traveling. The question was asked, would you feel safe traveling around Thailand considering the fact that a bridge and toll gate recently collapsed, causing deaths and injuries? Now, the first, the answer that was chosen the most, with 62%, yes, it could be an isolated incident, which is fair. You know,
Yeah,
bad
agreed.
things happen all the time. It could be an isolated incident. It is the monsoon season. 62% people said not really worried. It's an isolated incident. 24% people said no, but I'm not going to stop driving. I need to get to places. Fair enough, true.
Yeah.
And in last place was 15%. No, it worries me a lot. Now I do apologize. We decided not to give a choice for just I feel safe driving in Thailand, because the Sixth Sense commented, how about I feel safe driving in Thailand as a choice? I do, and I'm sure most others would agree too. I feel fairly safe driving in Thailand. Yes, maybe I'm a bit more vigilant. I'm afraid that someone else might crash into me.
True.
But I feel fairly safe. How about you?
Yeah, I feel pretty safe as well. Like maybe it's because I've been driving for so long. I
Same.
know the mentality of people who drive, and
Yeah.
like everybody kind of has the same mentality, and you have to watch out for the motorcyclists because they're
Exactly.
very clever in how they maneuver, how they navigate the streets. But once you know, yeah, and you can't take away that knowledge.
Sorry, do you drive?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But I choose not to most of the time
Fair enough.
because it takes a lot of mental power, really. You have to really be aware and not get distracted. Otherwise, an accident would definitely happen, especially in the city with motorbikes, because you never really can guess where they want to go. It's just maybe they want to turn left, but they're opening their like right
That's actually very
light,
true.
and then I'd be like, okay, how would
Signaling
I-
right, turn left,
I'd be
yeah.
like, okay, I wouldn't know that, but okay.
Yeah. I always thought it's because they can't hear it. They put on the right indicator that they're turning right,
Yeah.
but there's no sound and there's so much traffic and loud noises, so they don't even know that it's turned off.
Maybe.
Yeah, right.
And with their helmet as well.
Probably. Oh, people wearing helmets here? Sarah, please.
I mean-
But most of the comments were very positive. Del Boy said, do people stop driving when they see a car crash? No. If we were to stop doing everything that we see on the news, then we would just die at home. Move on and live your life, says Del Boy. Overall, a positive comment, a very fruitful way to show that comment. All right, let's move on to our next topic, which is regarding uniforms. Now, this is relating to the younger generation in Thailand and changes being made. Chulalongkorn University says students can ditch their uniforms. Now, part of the reason I chose to talk about this topic is not only because it's addressing the younger generation in Thailand, but it's also from Chulalongkorn University, which is the oldest university in Thailand, and considered very prestigious and traditional. After growing pressure online from students, Chulalongkorn University's Faculty of Law has agreed to do away with mandatory student uniforms. So basically, a university lecturer announced on Facebook that they've made a decision that students will be able to wear, respectful clothing, and they don't have to wear uniforms anymore. They're all adults. I think it's time to drop this mandatory uniform. And the post explained that ditching the uniforms and wearing their clothes would have no negative effect on the classroom or the curriculum. Students could be free to dress up as they like, and the Facebook post called that freedom guaranteed by the Constitution. It's their right. The change of attitude towards uniforms is especially significant coming from Chulalongkorn University, Thailand's oldest university, founded in 1917 as a uniform sister at the model. The other universities actually modeled uniforms because of the dress codes that Chulalongkorn had initially started.
Oh, really? I didn't know
that's
that.
Right. Chulalongkorn setting the standards and now being the first university in Thailand to say, guys, I think it's time we ditch it.
Is it only for the law faculty students?
As of right now, yes,
Right,
it is only
okay.
for the law Faculty of Law, and I found it quite interesting that all the students basically came, not students, the professors came together, 14 of them from the Faculty of Law, and just said, "Hey, Dean, we're going to do this," as if so the dean doesn't have to approve it first. I thought that was interesting. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see if the dean approves it, because if the dean then comes out, because this is Thailand, anything's possible, right? 2 days later, the dean comes out and says, the professors have no idea what they're talking about. We're not going to change our uniform. So that's still, the dean still has yet to comment on the subject. But hey, that's pretty cool, I thought.
It's a pretty good start, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, we have to wait and see. Like you said, anything can happen. Next thing we know, this evening, they'll be like, no, uniforms are back, guys.
Sarah, what are your thoughts on uniforms in general?
I think it's a good way to keep everyone in the same level. So
Okay.
some people might feel, oh, this person is like all brand and then I don't have, and then they have this like feeling of insecurity, and especially
jealousy.
in university,
Yep.
where it's a lot of that is a major thing for them. But also it's also freedom of expression. I feel like the way you dress represents who you are as in some way. So yeah, I think it's a good move. As long as there's an option that some days you can wear a uniform, then yeah, that's great in my opinion.
There's always the fear of people abusing that regulation as well, because yes, like you said, freedom of expression. If I want to wear a neon pink
Singlet?
but like what's
To
it called?
school.
Tank top, neon pink tank top that says "Sun's out, guns out," and then show my muscles out. That's my freedom of expression. So they
Fair.
have to then draw a line and come up with regulations for even even that. For you can wear whatever you want as long as it's okay, or as long as it's appropriate. What's appropriate? Natty, initial thoughts on uniforms? Yay or nay?
Oh, definitely yay for ditching the
Okay.
uniforms. I like that they gave an option. You can wear the traditional Thai uniform if you choose to, or you can also wear your own clothes if you want to. I think the point being is that people have options, right? And also, whatever you wear, it doesn't necessarily take away from how you study. And if you feel
I agree.
comfortable, let's say I feel comfortable in wearing sweats to university in class, right? Then I should have that freedom to wear sweats because I can learn better. I'm comfortable.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, good
All right.
point.
So Nettie is a pro-choice. I do like the fact that it's optional. That you have the choice to choose whether you want to or not. That's cool.
So you agree with it?
I'm cool with it. I don't really care. For me, it was more of I don't have to think when I wake up.
Yeah.
It's just there. It's uniform. You wear it every day.
Exactly.
It is what it is. I'm not I'm not a fussy person. I'm like, okay, I'm going to your university in your country with your rules. You want me to wear a uniform? Cool. You don't want me to wear a uniform? Cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, the objective of going to university is
Yeah.
to gain knowledge.
Yeah.
So how are you going to gain knowledge? Is it through your uniform? Obviously not. So if you feel like your uniform is restricting you in any way, for example, this is way back in the days, like 10, 15 years ago, where even transgender people or people who were gay were not allowed to wear the clothes of choice, even if it was a uniform. Like, men have to wear men clothes, men uniform, women have to wear women uniforms. But now you have the choice, you have the freedom to express it however you want. It's not, you're not in the back of your head like thinking, oh, I'm so uncomfortable in this, right? So that's one less thing to worry about, and you can really focus on what the education wants you to learn, because that's the objective of going to a university.
All right. I'd like to take a moment to thank Marky Mark. Mark has just made a donation, and he says, Sarah, welcome to Thaiger.
Thank
You're joining
you.
an amazing team. Maybe I am biased. Maybe he is. And maybe we are too, but welcome, Sarah.
Thank you. And it is an amazing team.
All right, let's now talk about malls and snakes in a mall. Now, we've all seen snakes in a plane. That's like, a
We all
a bucket list movie.
I haven't.
I actually haven't
How
either.
dare you. Classic Samuel L. Jackson. But a woman has demanded money from a mall after she was bit by a snake on shopping mall premises. Eddie, can you please make some sense out of this situation?
I don't know if I can make any sense, but a Thai woman did complain on social media that a Bangkok shopping mall near Phuket area refuses to take any responsibility after she got bitten by a venomous snake in the mall's parking area in the Phuket district. Now, the woman posted her story on Facebook where she uploaded pictures of the offending snake, a red-tailed pit viper, and her swollen foot. According to the post, she was bitten by the snake on Friday, July 29th, while walking from the car park to the mall. After she was bitten, she hit the snake to death and then took it with her to the hospital. She also reported that the shopping mall's emergency car driver didn't seem at all concerned and didn't turn on the siren. She added that he dropped her off at the hospital and then went immediately straight back to the mall. Like, he didn't even wait for her to go see the doctor or wait for her in the emergency room or anything. Doctor said it is mildly serious, so she remained in hospital for 2 to 3 days, and her foot was very swollen, her blood pressure reduced, and then she feared that her heart could stop at any time. So she's a bit anxious about that. Now, the woman added that the shopping mall wouldn't take any responsibility because they said that it wasn't their snake. And that's why she got enraged, and then she posted that on social media. And she filed a complaint at the Pasir Jalern police station as well. The mall staff admitted that they hadn't reported the incident to the executive board because it was a holiday when she got bitten and they weren't at work. Now, her story went viral, and the mall offered to pay her medical bills, but she said that the accident insurance had already covered the cost, which was about 30,000 baht. But because the lady couldn't go to work as a result of her staying in the hospital and she lost some income because of that, she wanted some compensation from the mall. And the mall, again, their reply was, well, you'll need to wait because the executive board returns from they need to return from holiday. So that continues to be a theme. Like, she wants compensation and the boards are they're never coming back to the office or
executives
something.
to order us to decide whether we should help you or not.
Yeah. Oh. But, okay, a celebrity lawyer, Kundesha Kitti Watanayanan, he said that the shopping mall couldn't refuse to take responsibility for the case because it happened in the shopping mall area. He said that shopping mall is expected to protect customers' bodies and assets. If customers are injured in the area, the shopping mall must pay compensation. That's from the celebrity lawyer Kundesha, and I guess it's up to the judge whether he or she believes who is right or wrong in this case. But the mall staff is like, that's not our pet snake. We're not responsible for it.
We don't own that snake.
I
Yeah,
was
we
gonna
don't own
say, like, maybe it is. Who knows, right? Maybe someone's
So
keeping the
what-
guard.
What was the snake?
It's a red tail viper. Oh, Jason would
we're
know
going to
this.
ask our resident snake specialist. Could someone get Jason, please?
Jason, what kind of snake is it?
Is a red tail pit viper dangerous, Jason?
It's venomous.
Oh, it is quite. It's venomous. Yeah, but yeah. Shai, did you show the picture of her foot, of her swollen foot? Yeah. He did. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, that looked quite swollen.
Yeah.
And she was advised to stay in the hospital
Yes.
for 2 to 3 days. Look, can I say something?
Yep.
Can I please take a moment to say something?
Yes.
Firstly, I'm thankful that she had insurance, so she could
Yeah.
pay for it.
Yes.
I'm glad to find out that she's in great health now. And yes, although the mall was, hesitant to pay, or they said it's not our pet snake, or we don't own it, ridiculous comment. It's still in their premises. I mean, do they now have to pay for everyone who gets injured in the parking area of a shopping mall? I don't know. The fact that there was a celebrity lawyer involved. I love the word celebrity lawyer, by the way, because if you're a lawyer and you're not a celebrity, I mean, what's the
Do
point
your
of being?
opinions
What's the
matter?
point of being good at your job and not being known for that?
I mean, there's a lot of celebrity lawyers
Yeah, I guess.
recently.
And I wonder if they're like waiting on like the.
They are, I
Yeah,
think.
allegedly, by the way, they're just waiting on the gossip column to see what's the top news in Thailand. Oh, I want to help her out, and then people will be like, celebrity lawyer.
It's good
insert
publicity.
name here.
Smart.
Yeah, I guess. It's sad how the world works now. Even lawyers are on social media. But anyways, all that being said, if this lady did not reference snakes on a plate, I would be disappointed. Because that was the one moment in your life where she would have had a chance to say, I've had it with these monkey flipping snakes on this Monday to Friday mall.
I don't think she's seen it because we haven't seen it.
Well, neither of you seen it, so you don't get my reference.
I
But
don't.
I hope
at all.
someone.
Exactly.
I hope someone in the comment section got
We're
my
sorry.
snakes on a plane reference. But I'm glad that she's okay and that she could at least afford to take care of herself. And I believe from the story she said that she wanted reimbursement for the days she missed for work.
Yeah.
She didn't even want for the medical bills.
No, she didn't need that anymore.
Okay, well, do you think the shopping mall is liable for any, for like a random? This is a freak accident. A random snake bit a shopping mall, a shopping mall visitor in a car park.
I mean, yes, because it's in the premises
Okay.
in that sense, but I don't think it's it's gonna happen very often, things like this. So it could be a lesson that they should, take care better or like watch out for snakes, especially it's the rainy season and there's like pipes and whatever down there, roads, God knows what comes out of,
Okay,
holes.
fair enough. So do now security guards in shopping malls everywhere, are they going to have like safety gear or be trained to also avoid, vipers or snakes and
Doubt
or,
it.
Probably not.
Nope.
But strange situation, right?
Yeah.
Is it just a one-off?
It is a one-off, I think.
Probably.
Are
yeah.
you going to be looking on the floor a lot more when you park your car and the next
for
time you
sure.
visit a shopping
Well,
mall?
the worst I saw was a rat and a cockroach, but
Okay.
I've never seen
That's
a
everywhere,
snake.
though. Yeah.
Well, unfortunate situation. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know your thoughts on this topic. We're going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we'll be addressing some of your comments and feedback. So we'll be back right after this. Conversation and have your voice heard. Discuss the issues, share information, and get information. Thaiger Talk is where you keep in touch with everything Thailand. Go to thethaiger.com/talk. Welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Thailand, and it's now time to address some of your comments. Now, I'd like it to be known, the voice of God, unfortunately, couldn't make it to work today. She's feeling slightly under the weather because of the monsoon season. She's been busy controlling the weather. Yes, monsoon season causes flooding, but it also provides water to the crops. She's a busy lady. And so deputizing today is the return of Princess Leia. We've got Princess Leia in the house.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good
Hello.
morning,
Good
Princess
morning.
Leia. Before we start with Princess Leia, I'd like to say Dr. Newton has given a donation, and he says, YouTube makes you censor the green, but not feet. LOL. That is actually true. We can't say the C word or the M word or the W word because that is, you can't, they're drugs and you can't mention them. Otherwise, the video gets flagged and demonetized and possibly striked. Sad. But feet are okay because everybody's okay with feet. And everybody has two of them. Moving on. Princess Leia.
We have a question about police from our member Mackie.
Okay.
Mackie says, oh no, it's not Mackie, it's Phil Bartle, sorry. Phil Bartle says, why do the police uniforms look so skin tight. They need 3 more sizes to be a comfortable fit.
That's an excellent question. I've thought about that before. It's firstly to save cost on the amount of material.
Is
come
it
on.
really?
Yes, it is. That is actually part. That is actually a real reason.
Really? Okay.
Yes, to save cost, they want to use as little material as possible, and also it's another way to maintain body shape and weight. Because if they're skin tight, you have to maintain a certain body size and live a healthy lifestyle. Because if you do gain a lot of weight, then you will.
I'm not sure if that's
Show it.
working though. Okay, but keep going. You said 3 reasons.
2 reasons. That's
2.
all I have.
But actually, I actually know an insider tip. They do have fake buttons in the front, but in actuality, it's a zipper on the side.
Oh, really?
So it's actually quite
It's like a
easy
dress.
to. Yeah, so it's quite. Whoa, it's quite easy to wear it actually.
Hey, it might look tight, but maybe it's stretchy.
It could be stretchy.
It doesn't
It's
look
like-
stretchy.
Maybe it's lycra. Now, now, maybe not before, but who knows? It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
didn't
they are
know that.
uncomfortably tight, aren't they?
Oh, but I guess it makes them run in like there's no loose fabric. Like if they
Yeah.
had to choose to chase somebody, right?
Yeah, nobody can use their fabric to stop
Yeah.
them.
Maybe
They
that's why
definitely
they can't catch anyone. Because they're so restricted.
Oh,
It's so tight.
who's taking shots, Sarah? Pew, 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 pew.
Just saying.
All right. Any other comments, Leah?
Yes, Maki said uniforms are good for reducing the fashion disparity between the rich and the poor.
Well said. Yeah, that's something that Sarah embarked on.
Yeah.
Some people take it a bit too far. Some people feel insecure. Some people feel jealous. A growing resentment. Why does Sarah have better clothes than me?
Yeah.
Or just better fashion sense? But anyways, yes, it makes it a lot easier if everyone's wearing the same clothes.
Agreed.
Valid
And we have
point.
one more question from Sick Puppy. This is one for Sarah. It says, where did Sarah learn American English?
Oh. School, I would say.
Yes.
I would say I have a neutral accent, but yeah, it can be American too.
Well done. I guess both of you have a more American
Yeah.
accent.
I think so.
Mine's just stuck somewhere in the middle. It's neither British nor American. It's just
Jade.
confusing. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep you on your toes.
Yes. Any other questions there?
All the other questions are about Carmel.
Oh.
Where is she?
Where is the voice of God? Who knows?
Controlling the weather. You said.
Saving the world, controlling the weather. She's got a lot of things to do. Yeah. She called in and she just said, "Hi, Jay." I said, "Hi, Carmel. What's up?" She said, "Yeah, I'm off today." And I said, "What do you mean? Are you asking me or telling me?" Yeah. I've got
Okay,
things to
got
do.
it. Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, must be important. Who am I to question you?"
She's the voice of God.
She's the voice of God.
Exactly.
Sick Puppy says Carmel got bitten by a snake at Bobo. It's
Oh,
possible.
no.
Who knows? Maybe she had a late night.
I hope not.
No, she's not.
No.
She is resting. Yes, but yes. All right. What? How does Nettie know that? How does Nettie know what? Yeah. Nettie? Where do you get your general facts?
If you go on Google and you type police uniform tie zipper,
Yeah.
you would get quite a bit of articles on that.
Interesting.
Yes.
I would
Yes.
actually do this after
Okay.
that. But
Fair enough.
yes.
All right. Any other accents you guys can do?
Oh,
I
no,
feel like a
please.
lot of people are commenting on people's accents.
I think they love yours the most. You have the most diverse accents.
yeah, I think so too.
It changes depending on who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Or the day. Or the weather. Or your
Could
mood.
be. Well, yeah. Is that your nice way of saying that I'm very temperamental?
No. I'm just saying that you're very diversified with your accent.
Leia's got a proper Brummy accent.
Yeah.
Yes. I've been told by Leia that the accents portrayed in Peaky Blinders are disappointing because they're trying too hard to sound like they're from Birmingham.
Right.
Yes.
I have no comment.
I just wanted
but-
that to be known.
Okay.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll decide to end the show.
Okay.
We hope you've had a good time, and if you have, please click the like button. Also, yeah.
Have a nice day, everyone.
Have a nice day. But
Have a
before
great
before
day.
before we exit, thank you, Nettie.
Thank you, Jade.
And thank you to Sarah, and well done on your presenting your first story on Good Morning Thailand.
Thank you.
And of course, Leia, Princess Leia, for
Thank you,
deputizing
Leia.
today. And the men behind the buttons. It's Hot and Shy. We hope you have a great day. We'll see you here live again tomorrow morning. Until then, bye bye.
Bye.